What's up, guys? We are back in the SCSR living room today with something awesome, something different though than before, than what we had last time. We do have another robotic mower here for you guys to check out. This time, Yardcare reached out to us again. We have worked with them in the past. They sent me this robotic mower to check out. Now, this one is different from the first one. It uses cameras and it has bumpers on the front and things like that to detect where your yard is. So this is a little bit different. Let's get this thing looked at and then take it out back and see how hard it struggles on my very difficult backyard to cut. Okay, we're directly in front of the Yardcare Robotic Lawnmower. It did come with a user manual here, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a thank you for 200,000 subscribers. It's not easy to get done, but you guys helped me do it, and I really do appreciate everything you guys have done for the channel. Now back to the Yardcare here. It is sitting here looking fresh. It's pretty cool looking. It's kind of a grayish color and the wheels are black with like a blue stripe on it. And I believe this is a camera here in the front, the little camera cover there. Right there is also blue. There's a large red stop button on top and a control panel up here. This is where you control the mower, and it also has a few readouts here. There is a cutting height here. It is set to the maximum. If you look right now, it is set to 60. That is the maximum cutting height, and they advise you to set it on 60 to do your first cut and then go from there, because notoriously a lot of these mowers cut too short. So I'm hoping this will be good enough to cut at that height. Now, right on the side here, it does say danger, keep your hands and feet away from the mower. Obviously, you don't want to be putting your hands and feet in there. Now, last time we had a mower out back, it struggled with the back because we have a drop off at the edge of the yard. Now, they do say in the manual that if you want to purchase magnetic strips for the edge of the yard, it will help the mower cut your yard better and know its way around. So it does say that they are sold separately. I'm sure you can get them when you look at the Amazon ad, which I will have a link in the description, and I'll link those strips if I can find them as well. But right here in front of me, I do see the user manual looking so fly and fresh, and it does tell us a lot about the mower itself. It did also come with a battery and a charger. It's an 18-volt battery and a regular 18-volt charger. That is in the kitchen charging. We'll show you that here momentarily. Now on the bottom are the actual cutting blades, and you can see them right there, right underneath there. Those are the blades. They are small, and I have heard complaints about other mowers that the blades are too small to deal with a lot of grass, but we will see how they act on mine. Now on the very top of it, you can also see a control panel here, right? On top of the control panel right there, there is a power button. You hold that down to start. Indicators are not flashing here on the top. You are in standby mode. All you have to do is press the start button one time. You press the OK button after the start button. There is a spiral mowing mode. You can see it right there. You can mow in spiral. There's the spiral button right there. When the battery power is more than 20%, the light will be green. When it's less than 20, the light will turn red. And there is an alarm indicator. You have to press the OK or the stop button to clear those errors. You can press the stop button on top to clear and stop the mower. There's some maintenance tips on the next page. You can carry it from the back here. There is a lifting handle underneath the back. Now you can also replace the blades at the bottom when they do get dull. They are small blades, almost like little razor blades. And now let me show you guys the battery pack and charger. Okay, we're here in front of the Yardcare battery pack and charger. This does use one 18-volt battery, making me wonder how long it's going to last. We'll see if it can cut my backyard. It's very small. It was almost charged when I got it, so it is fully charged right now, and it does go directly in the back right here. There's a slot for it right there. There is not a whole lot to this because it does not have an app and it does not use GPS. Now that we've taken a good look at this, let's take it outside in the back and see if it can cut my yard. What's up, guys? We're out here in the Supercar Street Racing Studio B, our second studio, the smaller one, to do a small video about this Yardcare V100. Now, Yardcare is a longtime sponsor of Supercar Street Racing, and they did reach out to us and see if we wanted to look at their robotic lawnmower, the V100, and I said, of course, and I feel like you guys would want to take a look at this as well. Let's preface this with saying this lawnmower is made for shorter grass, not really thick grass. If you have very thick St. Augustine grass in Florida, this will not work for you. You're going to need one of the other models. This one will not navigate through very thick St. Augustine like mine in my backyard. I ended up using it across the street at Rich's house, in which case it did fine. Now, the great thing about this is it doesn't have any kind of antennas or GPS that you have to set up. All you do is just put it on the ground and say go. This thing just rips for you and cuts your grass on its own time. Now, it does actually use a battery and charger that are separate from the actual unit, so you don't drive the unit up onto anything. You actually charge the battery in a charger and then just stick it right directly in the back of the unit. It does have interchangeable blades also, so if they ever wear out, you can get under there and actually change the blades out. And it does have a place to grab it on the back. You can hold it from the back and then the front and just carry it directly like that. And that's what I did when I took it over there to Rich's yard yesterday and cut his front grass. Now, you can see right here in the picture, there is the actual charger right there. And it looks like a lot like a standard tool charger. When you buy like a regular tool, it's like that. And I believe it is 18 volts on the charger. And you can see right there, it does say 18V right there, 18 volt charger. It can mow up to 1,600 square feet on the 18 volt charger, or you can get an extra battery, of course, and then you can mow as much as you want. Now, this thing can use magnetic strips so that it knows where your yard edges are, and I will put a link in the description to those as well. It has adjustable cutting height also. It's got an HD camera. That's how it knows if things are in the way. And if you watch the video, you can actually see this guy trying to avoid me when I'm in front of it. This thing says in the description, you have to have a well-defined lawn. What that means is clear boundaries, no big drop-offs, so that the mower can see what it's cutting. Now, here's a good look at the obstacle avoidance that it uses. You can see right here, it scans the area and can see things. There's a spiral mode. There's a button on top that activates that. All you have to do is push it. It does this mode. It's got a bumper on the front too. You can see it right there in the picture. And you can see it in my video actually. If it bumps into that bumper, it will move almost like a robotic vacuum cleaner. It has adjustable cutting height. Look at the picture here. It can go up to 2.6 inches and then it thinks it's an obstacle. There's instructions right here. It says obvious boundaries. So you see here what it can and cannot handle. It has problems with very tall grass and also unclear borders on your lawn. There's the range of this thing. 1,000 to 1,600 square feet is appropriate. There's a little overview of the controls. There's a look at the top, the control panel, the scale knob cover, the AI, the rain sensor, and the stop button. And then at the bottom, there's the caster, the blade disc, the driving wheel, and the protection disc. And here it just tells you what comes with it. It does come with a 1EC robot mower. You get one robot mower, not two. A battery charger, a 4 amp hour battery, some screws for the cutting blades, some spare blades, and an instruction manual. And right now this guy is on a limited time deal. It might not be that by the time the video gets posted. Right now it is $379. If you have a payment plan on Amazon, you can also do that and do payments through them. And Yardcare is a proud sponsor of Supercar Street Racing. Please support our sponsors and let them know that you came from Supercar Street Racing, so they reach out to us again to help you guys buy the right products from us. And you did see this thing made easy work of Rich's lawn. His grass is thinner than mine, so it was easy to cut for this thing. I believe I left it out there for about 15 or 20 minutes and it did get most of that front area cut. And then all you would have to do is take it and transfer it to the other part of the yard. And I want to thank you guys for 205,000 subscribers on Supercar Street Racing. We could not do that without you. That is a huge milestone. I also want you to check out our Instagram and Facebook channel. I will put both of those in the description now. That way you guys can please go follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. Let's get this train rolling. But we got to get out of here. I have to actually work.